Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Baseball Diaries. This might be our shortest episode of all time. Tyler only has around 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
he can
I don't
push it a
know.
little bit, but he can't push it to 2 hours this time. So,
No, I cannot do that.
uh, starting off the episode right off the bat, our sincerest condolences go out to the Gardner family. Their 14-year-old son just died. So obviously, condolences to the Gardner family. That really sucks. But otherwise, in this episode, as you just saw Marshall run behind Tyler there, we're going to go into our NL predictions. And right off the bat, Tyler, I'm just going to let you read off what you had down for both of us because I have a feeling I'm probably going to agree with most of them.
Sure. So, so for you, and you actually ended up correcting me before the episode started. I had us both, or I had the only difference in the NL East was I had the Braves finishing first, and I had you having the Phillies finishing first. But then you corrected me and said, no, you have the Braves finishing first because.
The last time I picked the Braves to win the division, the Phillies won it. So I'm hoping the trend continues. I mean, and that's the thing. I told Tyler this. I love our team. I love our pitching staff. Our bullpen likely got better. So hopefully it works the same way.
But it's so hard to. I mean,
It's hard to bet against the Braves.
Well, and I was picking the Braves, honestly, being an absolute heel to you. I was like, no, I'm going to be a heel, and I'm going to be like, no, you're going to pick the Phillies. I'm picking the Braves, and I'm going to sell this.
You're also an asshole, and we had a whole argument about this last podcast.
Don't worry. I am an asshole.
We did predictions.
I am an asshole, but we also probably have the same NL Central team being last, and I'm fair.
Well, okay, that's just fair. Logic.
I'm fair.
Yeah.
I'm fair.
Eric Fetty's your number 2, brother.
Yeah. I didn't even put that in for years yet, but I mean, like, I pretty much was like, yeah, if he has any fucking sense, he chooses the right answer. Anyways, so I was going to go with the Braves. And also the thing about the Braves is I genuinely think Ronald Acuna comes back and he does wrong things. I think
Austin Riley is ridiculous. Austin Riley's going to have a bounce back year.
Austin Riley had a terrible year last year.
Austin Riley's going to he's going to bounce back.
Yeah.
Like, he's absolutely.
It's a 6 WAR seasons out of him, and then all of a sudden he just has a 2 WAR season. Like, he's like,
no, he's going to have a 6 WAR season again.
Yeah, and then Matt Olson had a down year last year, and like, really, 2 years ago he hit 54 jacks. Like, man,
yeah, it's, like, I don't. The only questionable part is, I guess technically it's their shortstop. Like, that's it.
Yeah, and then their starting pitching has some question marks for sure.
Well, that's mostly health issues.
Yeah, it's mostly health issues, and I mean, Ronaldo Lopez looks great. I'm not completely bought in on it. I think he looks very, 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 very good. But am I willing to say that he's going to win the Cy Young, or he's going to throw up a sub-2 next year for the entire season? No, I'm not going to say that.
I'd buy 3.5. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If you want to say 3.5,
I'd buy
all right,
3 and 3.5. That's where I'm buying.
That's a fair assessment for a guy who put up a sub-2 ERA last year. But what did he have? 100 maybe 100 innings?
And he was also coming in as a reliever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. He had 109. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh fuck, he's looking nasty to start the season. He had a 199 with 135 and 2/3 innings pitched, which is very, very good. And his FIP suggests around a 3, which is still, if you're getting
that's
a 3,
stark difference.
That's if you're still getting if you're getting a 3, that's great.
Yes, like a sub-2 to like a 3 adjusted. Well, that's a stark difference.
But I mean, it's a 2.92. I mean, that's still going to get him some Cy Young votes if he puts that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like a lot of Cy. Like, he'll be top 10 if he does that.
I do think he'll be good. I just don't know if it'll be that good.
No,
again,
I agree with you. And then it's like Chris Sale. Does he stay healthy all year?
That's the biggest question mark with Chris Sale, and it's the same one with Spencer Strider.
I mean, it's for me. Like, I do think Strider, it's not the question if he stays healthy. It's what does he look like post second Tommy John?
Oh, he's looked wicked in spring training.
He has looked wicked, but it's like, how long does that sustain? Does that same level of wickedness sustain for the entire year?
My thing is, with 2 Tommy Johns now, the injury risk goes up. So you're like, if he starts to experience elbow discomfort or forearm tightness, you're like,
Do they cut
alarm
him
bells
off?
start going off.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, because then you're going to have to put him on an innings limit, and you don't know how long you're going to get out of him. So
and then let's say their top three. Let's say all three of them look good. Okay, let's say Ronaldo Lopez. Let's say Chris Sale. Let's say Spencer Strider. Let's say they all look really good.
Spencer
Schwellenbach 4. He's fantastic. But then that 5 and 6,
Sneaky Schwellenbach might be the best of all of them this year.
He might. He very well could be.
He very well could be, because that dude is wicked.
He's like Yu Darvish. He's like Yu Darvish, but a little different.
We thought he was from Alabama. He's not from Alabama.
He's not from Alabama. He's not the Alabama Yu Darvish, but we wish he was. We wish he.
He does throw so perfect.
It would. You know who? Like, well, wait. Hang on. Where's Paul Skeens from? I think he's from California. I want to say, and I hope
think
not.
He's from California.
I hope he's not.
He went to Air Force.
I know he went to Air Force, and then he went to LSU. Obviously,
I don't think he's
from California. Damn it! I was gonna say I was hoping he was gonna be the Alabama Spencer.
Hold on, where's
the Alabama
Jared Jones
Yu
from?
Darvish?
Where's Jared Jones from?
Jared Jones doesn't throw enough pitches.
No, he doesn't.
We need for it to be an Alabama Yu Darvish. He needs to throw 12 pitches, which Spencer Strider does, or not Spencer Strider. Sorry,
Schwellenbach.
Paul Skeens does that, and Schwellenbach does that. Like both those guys throw like 100 pitches for whatever reason.
For zero reason at all.
With Skeens doing that, that's just unfair. Like, that's just bullying.
Unfair.
Like that's just absolute bullying.
Yeah.
Like it's like you already throw 100 to 102. Why not you're just like, you know what? Today I'm going to throw a cutter, and tomorrow I'm going to add a 2-seamer, and then we'll see from there.
And now he has a splinker, and you're just like,
he's had a splinker, and like he decided to start throwing a changeup again
for like whatever reason.
Yeah, like, and he's just like, well, I want it to move a little more down, and you're like, you have 12 pitches, dude. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Fuck off.
He's gonna bring back the oh my god,
knuckleball.
No, not that would be if he just developed a knuckleball, I'd be done. Like he throws a knuckleball at 93, and you're just like, fuck off. Like fuck off
out of here, dude.
Like no, he's gonna throw. He develops a what the hell's not a curveball, but the opposite side. Oh my god, screwball? He brings back the screwball, the Christy Mathewson screwball.
I'd shoot myself.
I'd just be like, no. Like you can't.
If I was a hitter, I won't actually shoot myself. No. Let's just clarify that. But like,
could you imagine you're a lefty, come up to the plate, and you're like, thank God, okay, I got to look fastball splinker. What the fuck was that? That was a curveball from a lefty, but he's right-handed.
Could you imagine he drops a screwball in there at like, say he throws it, just because it would be hilarious. He throws it 69 miles an hour, and then he follows that up with a 102 heater.
Just fucking
And it doesn't
even have a. It's got no hump either. It looks like a fastball, and just you're like, that's not fair.
No,
just not.
No,
he's just bullying people. Sorry. Back to the NL East. So yeah, Spencer.
I have the Mets in third, by the way. Just to clarify,
I do as well. And then like your 5 guy for the Braves are like who? Because they just traded Ian Anderson. They just traded him. And he was supposed to be their 5. And will the Braves likely pull up somebody from their farm system that we've never heard of, and he's going to have a sub-2 for the entire season? Probably.
Some random fucker from the middle of the United States that somehow throws 100.
Never heard of him. Like, right now,
he's not in the top prospects list.
It is March 24th. Nobody on this planet has heard of this guy, but he's in single A right now, and some miraculous reason, he is going to have a sub-2 in the MLB by the end of the season and pitch 130 innings. And we're just going to be like,
we knew it was coming, but it's always surprising.
We just don't know who. Like it's just like, who's it going to be this year? Ian Anderson, Mike Soroka, Spencer Strider, what the hell was his name? Huascar Ynoa, Ronaldo Lopez. Like it's always somebody. It's always somebody.
There's always one. There's always
we
one.
Just never know. Like it's just like, who's it going to be this year? It like the Rays get the attribute of being like the pitcher factory. The Braves need to also get that. Like the Braves just deserve
it. Because they continue to produce just random fuckers that somehow have sub-2s for no reason.
And then they go somewhere else and you're like, who is that guy? Never heard. Jesse Chavez. for every other team in the entire MLB has been
He is
absolute dog
awful
shit.
his
For
entire career.
everyone else, for the Braves, he's like a sub-2 and one of the best relievers in baseball.
And he just signed with them again because,
so he's gonna.
well, I mean, that was the most predictable thing in the entire offseason. But
it was.
Like, I think
But he's gonna have.
we said that like 12 episodes ago. We're like, okay, so Jesse's gonna sign somewhere, and then he's gonna get released or DFA'd, and the other team's gonna be like, yeah, no, he sucks, and then the Braves are gonna sign him, and he's gonna have a sub-3.
Yep.
And you're gonna be like, yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Last year, 2024, with the Braves, 3.13 ERA. Year before that, 1.56, all with the Braves, 2.72 ERA with the Braves in 2022. Goes to the Angels before that, 7.59. Before that, with the Cubs, 3.65.
See, that one's not bad. Like, that one's not horrible.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. 6.35. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's awful. Yeah,
that's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. Let's see. Back to the Braves. 2.14. Rangers 6.88. Rangers again 4.85. Oh, finally, this is in 2018. So, going on 6 years ago. 1.15 with the Cubs. That's the last season he wasn't with the Braves and was even replacement level pitcher.
But with the Braves, he's somehow always above replacement.
Yeah. Not only above replacement, but very good.
Tyler, if you get a call from the Braves organization, I guarantee you'd be the fifth starter.
Yeah.
You'd be the fifth starter, and you'd have a sub-2.
And not only that, I haven't thrown a baseball in almost a year probably, and that's like not like – no, I threw a baseball at a carnival like 2 weeks ago, and I probably threw it, I don't know, 70 miles an hour.
You're going to be up with the Braves. You're going to throw 98. You're going to have 7 pitches. You're going to be the best thing since sliced bread.
And then next year, some other team will they'll trade me for somebody else, and again I'll throw 70 miles an hour, and that will be it.
You're going to end up on the White Sox, and it's going to be the most predictable thing ever.
Yeah, and I'll throw 70.
However, they'll give you like a 6-year, $120 million contract guaranteed.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw, and like I said, I'm going to throw 78 the second I step in. Like the second I put on the White Sox uniform, it's like, oh, my shoulder. Where did my? It's like literally like
the movie with the kid. Rookie of the Year.
That one, or I was also going to go with like Space Jam, where it's like he's got them. They got the
Michael's secret drink like or whatever.
Stuff. Yeah, that's literally what it's like being with the Braves as a pitcher. Like,
yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I got Braves, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, Marlins. I literally wrote it in for you. Minus I had Phillies and Braves.
Obviously, I'm biased. I love the Phillies, but I can't count on the Braves to fall flat on their face again. Could it happen? Absolutely, it could happen. Like the
Phillies got better.
The
Phillies got better. I won't say significantly, but better.
Well, and that's the thing. I think our bench got more consistent.
Yeah, with Max Kepler, that addition is huge.
And even if Max Kepler is starting, I'm fine with that because I love Max Kepler as a player.
Max Kepler's ceiling is high. His ceiling is very high. His ceiling is 30 home runs a season.
His floor isn't low. His floor is pretty high
20 bombs, 220 average. Like he's never gonna be great, but he's got pop. He's got a lot of pop.
And all you really need from him is, one singular breakout season where it's like, and again, he's, I think 31. So it's like, you're not expecting him to pop like he's a rookie.
I will say though, this window for the Phillies is closing. It's not closed. It's you still got time, but shrinking. It's starting. It's shrinking quickly. It's shrinking. It's shrinking very quickly because Harper's getting older. Schwarber's getting older. Castellanos is who the fuck knows with Casty. JT's getting way
tragedies, older. Maybe.
JT's getting way older. Like, Wheels is getting older. Nola's fucking old.
Yeah, I think the best thing is that Dombrowski's trademark thing was selling your entire farm and leaving it in shambles. Yeah. Our farm's gotten better with Dombrowski.
Yeah.
Which is encouraging because, it doesn't make the current window longer, but it makes sure you remain competitive when those younger guys can come up.
Well, and what it does is it really gives you guys the pieces to, like, if the window looks like, look, this is our last couple of years, you go, sorry, fire sale Andrew Painter, but we're going to get Kyle Tucker for that. Or we're going to get a massive haul for that.
And the
And
thing is,
that's a World
if
Series.
you do, if you do that, like say you're coming up trade deadline and you're like, this could be the year. Like this could be it. You have the guys in your farm system to make a splash move that, it'll set you back a little bit, maybe 5 years down the road. But if you win a World Series,
nobody cares.
It's all gravy.
Yeah, no one cares.
Good.
Yeah, because that's the reason you hired Dave Dombrowski. The reason you hired Dave is to win a World Series.
And it's like, you've gotten close. You just need to get over the hump.
Yep,
that's it.
Exactly. And like I said, the window's not closed, but it's
shrinking.
You got about 3 to 5 years, I'd say.
That's what I would agree with you.
I'd say 5 years is an absolute max. 3 is like, okay, you're pushing it. Like the window is definitely, you got a year. Like you got to go now.
This has to be it. Like if you hit the 3rd year without winning the World Series, it's like, this is it. Like you have to win it now. Because
Bryce is going to be older at that point. I forgot to mention Trey Turner's getting older as well. Like basically the only young guys on the team right now currently are like Bryson Stott,
who's our age.
I mean, your age.
Yeah, he's my age. But look, I didn't want to age you.
I know. I appreciate you. But let's just say it. If I was currently in MLB, age wise, I would be in my physical prime. Am I in my physical prime? Hell no.
No, your squatting's lost 50 points.
Hey, that's what happens when you get that bad strength. Squats go out the window. Upper body goes way up.
Yeah, but your calves.
Calves are nasty. The calves are looking good.
You're gonna have those Midwest dad calves.
Oh yeah, I am. I've already got white New Balance shoes. Literally,
dude, you gotta get the white Nike Air Monarchs.
Those are actually on the baby registry.
Oh, I'm getting those for you. I'm absolutely getting this.
And you're gonna bring them out to me while I'm currently grilling for the baby shower. I'm gonna be like, "How do you like your burger?" And you're like, "I got these shoes for you.
Put them on right now."
Yeah,
right now.
I'm gonna have the fanny pack currently on, the jean shorts, like
the America tank top.
These shoes are pretty comfortable, actually. You're gonna go take a seat in the recliner and just.
And it's like, I bought 2 pairs actually, so one you can mow the lawn in, and the other one can be your going out ones.
Well, yeah, you gotta have 2.
Yeah.
All right. So then I got the Mets in the 3 spot, and I have you at the Mets in the 3 spot also.
Yeah.
Because I think we're in the same agreement. The lineup's pretty damn good.
The lineup is solid. The lineup is really good.
Yeah, the lineup is solid.
The rotation?
Rotation is atrocious. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of I saw on Talking Baseball, they had their TPPs. They have the Mets with more wins projected than the Braves and the Phillies. I was like, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I mean, it's like, look,
Did they get better? Significantly.
I have never particularly hated Griffin Canning as a pitcher, but his pro stuff grades are awful. He has 2 pitches above 100.
Clay Holmes is their opening day star.
That should tell you a lot.
He was the closer for the Yankees last year and failed at that.
He was terrible at it. Let's not sugarcoat it. He was awful at it. He was a terrible closer. What the hell makes you think he's going to be? All right, I don't give a shit about the kick change. Generally, he is just a walking meatball. I
mean, Sean Manaea, last year, 3-4-7.
His arm slot.
That's good. That's good.
He changed his arm slot. Cool.
Yeah, Sean Manaea with a 3. That's not an ace.
Your only true ace on the staff is Kodai Senga. And Senga is scheduled to be your day 5.
Yeah, and then not only that, but Kodai last year threw 5 1/3 innings. The year before that, 166 innings pitched. And it's like, okay, that's good. That's very, very good. Can you replicate? Give me that exactly. Because you're going to need at least that out of Diaries. You need more innings than that out of Diaries, personally. You just do. As an ace, I'm looking for 200 plus. Or at least get me close to 200. I know that today the game is completely changed.
We also are. You and I are both older Like, I mean, in terms of like just how we think about it,
Yeah.
we both
And that's
expect
why I said
200 innings out of your number one.
And that's why I said, at least get me close. Give me 180. 180. Like, but if you're
And the
giving me
thing is,
180, it
if
better
you
be
give
sub
me
3.
yeah, and if you're getting me 180, you're not getting my Cy Young vote over a guy that got 200 and a similar ERA.
If it's
I'm just
similar,
saying
hell
that.
no. No, it's going to have to be a full run lower.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I just don't.
Anyone with the Cy Young vote that voted Corbin Burns over Zach, you still on my hit list. You're still on my hit list.
And then, do we trust Edwin Diaz as a closer?
No.
Like,
I think their bullpen's honestly more suspect than their rotation.
I completely agree. I mean, I think Edwin Diaz is probably their most like
reliable guy, and he's not even reliable.
No, like
this guy points out 600-foot bombs like they're fly balls.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't.
He had that one flash year, and they played Timmy Trumpet.
I wouldn't even say that. He had a lot of good years. He had some very good years. But
but the one year he signed the extension, that flash year where they started playing Timmy Trumpet everywhere.
That was the 2022 season, which he was very, very good that year.
He was very good. He was very good, and I'm not discrediting him for that. But like, you haven't really flashed since then, and that contract just looks worse and worse.
And I wouldn't even say it looks worse. For me, it's the pieces around it. Okay, you added AJ Minter. Ryan Stanek, okay.
Ryan Stanek went from 3 different teams last year.
Yeah, I'm like, there's nobody else in that.
He throws hard, but he's not good.
You need more than that to make a good bullpen. Like, you need more than just a closer.
Yes.
And I don't see a true setup man. Like, I'm like AJ Minter, maybe 5 years ago, AJ Minter. Like,
AJ Minter was terrible last 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know
I don't see a setup man. Like, if you're relying on someone to get you
last year, that's not true. Last year he had a 2.62, but still, like, his fifth was a 4.45. That's talk about getting lucky.
That's not a setup. And the Braves outfield defense is better than the Mets.
Yeah, significantly. That's why I had no issue saying Mets in the 3 slot.
Yeah, Mets are in the 3. After that, Nats,
yeah, they're going to be a step stronger.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they finish 500 or a little bit above it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
completely
they have
agree.
A really, really exciting young lineup. Like, I'm not.
James Wood's exciting.
CJ Abrams.
CJ Abrams. Dylan Cruz.
Degenerate gambler, but like really
he's one
fun
of the boys.
Player.
He's one of the boys.
He is one of the boys. That is true.
Come on. Just because he's a degenerate gambler, that's not a problem.
I don't hate it. Like,
look, that's my kind of people.
Yeah, he was in the casino until 4 a.m. and was batting leadoff the same day. Like,
that's
electric stuff. Like,
yeah.
Their pitching staff, I don't totally hate. I do think they have some guys there.
They got better.
They did get better. They got rid of
by subtracting.
They got rid of Patrick
an American
Corbin,
hero.
An American hero.
Which how the fuck did the Rangers sign him? Why?
You and I are going to have to adjust our NL West picks. AL
yes. I literally after I saw that sign, I was like, okay, now the Astros
because I sent it to you.
Oh my god!
I sent it to you. I was like, I need to change my pick.
Yeah, and I was immediately no. Who thought he was going to be relevant?
No, and that's the thing. If the Braves signed him, I'd be like, somehow he's going to have a sub 2.
Yeah. The Rangers don't have that kind of.
No, they don't.
And I'm not mad at them for it, but I'm also like, y'all really thought Patrick Corbin, the guy who's been the worst pitcher in baseball for the last 3 years, and you're like, that's the guy.
Well, Taijuan Walker's fighting for that.
There's no way. He's on his way. He's on his way.
I didn't say he has it, but he's fighting for it.
I mean, Patrick
Corbin's been the worst pitcher in baseball for forever at this point.
I mean, last year, 5.62, 6.20, 6.31, 5.82. He led the MLB in losses in 2021, 2022, and 2023. He also led.
I call Taijuan Walker a scheduled loss. Patrick Corbin is the definition of that. So addition by subtraction for the Nats. I mean, again, you and I have gone through this multiple times, even during the season last year. they have some guys that legitimately could be guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, legitimately could be guys. And
Mhm.
Dylan Cruz coming up, that's going to help them a lot.
Give it 3 years, and they're going to be fighting for the division, guaranteed.
And then you're going to have a division where it's 4 teams competing for the division.
It's going to be fun.
And it's like this consistently happens with the NL East.
Yep.
It literally consistently happens, and everyone's always like, "Oh, well, what's the best division in baseball?" It's like, "Oh, well, these guys are always." It's like it's
this
the
year's
NL
NL
East.
East. It's not even close.
Because
I depends on what you define as best.
Because the top 3 are probably better than any other top 3.
I'll agree with that.
And the 4 is probably the sneaky best 4 of any other division's 4.
I would argue NL West on that one. You could argue NL West.
You can argue NL West. You can absolutely argue NL West. But like the Nats are,
they're not bad.
Exciting.
They're good.
Like they're exciting. Like I mean, and they're right up the road for me. Of it, like in like a month, they'll be right down the road for me.
Yeah.
But they could be fun, and like it's not like Nats tickets are ridiculously inexpensive. So like, I mean, if I can go to opening day, I might. But
that'd be fun.
I mean, especially because we're playing them. So like,
even better.
Yeah. So like, if I get to see Wheels shut out the Nats on opening day, I'd love that. But
if you go to that, I'm going to place a bet against. Actually, I'm probably going to bet on the Phillies because then the Nationals will win.
Yeah, that's literally what would happen to you. But you have other things on the horizon, so I should probably hope you're not going to bet money.
What? To see you unhappy? I would put my life savings to see you unhappy.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't bet against the Cardinals. Well, I don't have to.
I am.
Yeah,
I was gonna say there's no reason to.
Yeah. Anyways,
speaking of teams that are in the bottom of the division, the Marlins.
The Marlins. Look, lovely pitching staff. Everything else sucks. Pack it up. Like, just pack it up.
Just trade Sandy. Just trade him, please.
Trade Sandy. At this point, trade Yuri. Like,
you know what? If they trade it, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. No. Nope. I'm not going to say it.
Just text it to me, and I'll laugh at it.
No, I'm going to say it. I am going to say it, but I'm just like, watch. They're going to trade him to the Dodgers, and then I'm just going to be like, I'm done. I'm done watching baseball this entire season.
If they trade Sandy or Yuri to the Dodgers, I will literally... we will have to file, you and I collectively will have to file some constitutional violation clause against the Marlins and the Dodgers.
This is just fucking ridiculous. Like, I would just be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Could we make that an interstate commerce clause, the interstate commerce thing?
I'd make the argument. I just to get the TRO, just to stop the trade until after the deadline. And then I'd be like, all right, it's over.
Yeah, I think it might work. It would be tough, but we could probably come up with an argument. We're creative, and I can't say it, but you know what I'm leaning on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marlins pitching staff, lovely. Everything else, god awful.
Yeah, there's literally nothing else.
Pack it up. You're fifth.
Yeah.
Whatever. Move on.
Now NL West. I have NL West really quick because
NL West. Dodgers won. Fine.
Yeah,
move on.
I wrote in you.
Katie,
won.
I love you. Congrats. Like.
And then who do we have in 5th place? I wonder.
It's right.
Look, Tovar, great. Everyone else, Brenton Doyle had a good year.
Brenton Doyle's. I like Brenton Doyle. Yeah, I do like Brenton Doyle.
They just traded Nolan. They just traded Nolan Jones.
He had a down year, so I understand.
He had a down year.
I actually.
And now he's going to go to the Guardians.
I think he's going to go to the Guardians. I think he's going to pick it up there. Like,
I think he's going to one-dot it
because he was fantastic his rookie year.
I know.
Like, I mean, his WRC plus was fantastic. Everything, even his away from home
splits
stuff
were good. Yeah,
everything was fantastic. I think he's going to be great in Cleveland. I think that's a great trade. Honestly, it might make me put Cleveland higher in that.
I thought about the same thing.
I like Tyler Freeman as a player. He was a good utility guy, but it's like he's not. Nolan Jones literally could be a difference maker.
He could, and I'm telling you, he's gonna have a 900 OPS with Cleveland next year, and I'm just gonna be like, great. So we wanted the Tigers to win the division, but the Guardians just don't stop.
No,
like they just don't.
And we already agreed on this. There is no way that they're pitching staff isn't good this year, and they just locked up Tanner Bieber.
Yep.
They're going to be good, and I honestly, if
Shane
we can
Bieber's going to win the Cy Young. Ooh,
that would.
ooh.
Do you know how much lotion you need?
Ooh,
You're
I just
thinking
thought
about your
of
predictions
something.
right now. You're thinking about your predictions right now. No, not yet.
I didn't even think about that. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because I had one that I was like, oh, I want to pick this one for Cy Young. But, ooh, Shane Bieber would be a nice one.
Yeah, you told me to kill myself when I picked Cole Reagans in our fantasy draft last night. So
it's true. That is true. I did do that. I did do that.
I saw that in the chat, and I was like, I'm texting him.
I was like, so pissed because he was cute. I was like, if he gets to me, I'm picking him. And then
I was
sure
like
enough,
a pick ahead of you.
I was a pick ahead of you. Like, motherfucker.
Because, all right, come on. You and I think the same. There's no way I was letting Cole Reagans go there.
Oh, I wanted it so bad.
I know you did.
All right. If we think the same, who do you got for second in the division for NL West?
Surprisingly enough, I have the Diamondbacks.
So do I.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were going to go Padres there, actually.
Nope. No, I think the Diamondbacks got significantly better. Corbin Carroll started looking good at the end of the season.
Their pitching staff got way
grosser. Their pitching staff is nasty. I mean, you add Corbin Karen to Corbin Karen.
We're talking
Corbin Karen. That's
Corbin Karen.
I'm gonna have Corbin Carroll just stand. I'm sorry. Corbin Burns. I'm gonna have Corbin Burns standing like at the front of a restaurant, just like with the Karen haircut, ready to talk to a manager.
And I mean, like their lineup is still good.
Yeah, they scored the most runs in the National League last year.
And I mean, they're going to do the same thing. Like the one worry about them is their bullpen. Like that's it.
Yep. And they're a fun offense because they're not like the Dodgers where it's like, oh, MVP. They're like
Mookie Betts might die, so
true.
He's lost 20 pounds.
Which also, our condolences to Mookie Betts. I hope to God he starts feeling better. Man, that sounds rough.
He's lost 20 pounds in like a month.
Apparently, it's like 25, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're telling me Mookie Betts weighed 180?
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
Too skinny.
But he's also not that tall, but not like.
We're not degrading him, but we're just saying
he's literally he's a perennial MVP candidate.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Condolences to Mookie Betts.
Yeah, because man, that sounds rough.
It sounds terrible. You can't hold food down for 3 weeks? That's awful.
Yeah, but their offense isn't like that. It's the Diamondbacks' offense is we will get guys on, we will steal bases, we will just create chaos on the base paths, and they continue to do it for the last 2 years, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
But their pitching staff got better. Their bullpen didn't improve at all. So fine.
It wasn't terrible though.
No, it wasn't terrible. But also if your starters in a way it's kind of like the Phillies in 2022 where you're we're gonna make your life suck, and our starter's gonna go 7 shutout, and you can't do anything about it. And if our bullpen has a good day, you're fucked.
Yeah, and the thing is with the bullpen change daily. It seems like every season you can be like, oh, this bullpen sucks ass, and then the next year you can be like, this bullpen's one of the best bullpens in baseball, and it's the same exact bullpen.
And it changed in a matter of 2 hours.
Yeah, and you're just okay,
yeah,
why?
Sure, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah,
what the hell? Sure.
Yeah, it's sure. I guess they're the best bullpen in baseball, and you're like, it's the same exact guys that it was last year. And I know.
They just discovered a new pitch.
Look at the 2022 Phillies, where the entire season their bullpen was absolutely dog shit. That bullpen, the entire season, fucking dog shit. The postseason started, they were the most locked down bullpen in baseball.
Yep.
And it was literally the same exact guys, but somehow they were we are untouchable today.
Yep. What the hell? Sure.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah. 3 Padres.
3. Yeah, I got Padres as well. Because I think they got a lot worse, and also I think the talks of trading Michael King and possibly Dylan Cease scares me to where I thought about putting them 4. If they end up trading either of those guys, I'm probably putting them 4.
I would put them 4 if they trade either of them. And,
if they trade either,
and this is something we've talked about, even before the end of last season, before the playoffs even started, we said this is not how you manage a window at
No.
all. Because
I mean,
I'm close to
closing.
I'm close to Baby J's thing here. We're saying it's closed because
it's
if
not
this
quite
season,
there yet, but fuck, is it close?
Because if they get to a point where they're like so far out of the possibility of making the playoffs this season, they're going to have to sell everything, including Jackson Merrill, because he won't be able to be part of any window.
No, completely agree. It's just it'll be too far out. I mean, the next window would be towards the late end of Tatis's career, which you don't trade Tatis.
You can't trade Tatis because he'd be the only piece. He'd also be the only piece worth going there for.
Yep. And man,
because
and then, the Giants,
they got rid of the guy that's going to be the Miami Marlins 3 now, Ryan Weathers, and Ryan Weathers looks disgusting.
Yep.
And I lost the closer they got for him.
They've mismanaged this window badly, and also
genuinely
you're towards the end of Machado's career, you're right at the tail end of it.
And it's you got shortstops at every position. Cool, whatever. Fuck it. You haven't done anything with it.
No.
And it's look, I didn't even hate you getting Tanner Scott. I thought that was a good move. And you still fucked it. Because Ryan Weathers looks disgusting. And
now all of a sudden Tanner Scott's a fucking Dodger.
For some fucking reason. Well, you know what? No. Because why the fuck not?
Because
he's getting close to 30. He's chasing a ring.
Look, I drafted Tanner Scott on both of my fantasy teams because he's going to give me saves and holds like a motherfucker.
He is.
Because he might not be their closer. He might be their closer. Who the fuck knows? I think
that's going to have Michael Kopech running out of the fucking bullpen randomly for no reason, throwing 102.
Or they have Blake Trinan, who the fact that he's not the closer is just always he hasn't been the closer forever, and every time I'm like, how is he not the closer? Anytime he throws a pitch, I'm like, that is the most disgusting two-seam I've ever seen in my entire life, or the most disgusting slider I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And out of the hand, they look the exact same. Just one goes 1,000 feet that way, and the other goes 1,000 feet that way.
We talked about that during the World Series. We're how the fuck has this guy not just been the best closer in baseball for forever?
And he was the best closer in baseball with the A's. And then they got traded to the Dodgers, and they're like, you're a setup man now. And I'm like, why? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. And then after that, obviously, we have the Rockies.
Moving on to the Giants, yeah.
They're doing the same thing again.
Justin Verlander's their 3. That doesn't do anything for me.
No. Maybe Hayden Birdsong has a incredible second year. Who knows? But there are too many question marks on that team.
No. I mean, no. There's nothing there. I mean, they added Willie Adames. I like that. I like Willie Adames. I think Elliot Ramos is for real. I think
I agree. I agree with that.
He could hit 35, 40 bombs this year. Would not be shocked. Not even in the slightest. But they're
There's
good.
Nothing to
They're a 500 ball club.
They have been for a while at this point.
Yeah, they're a 500 ball club.
Except for the 1 year where they decided to absolutely cheat.
Well,
and
that year does not exist.
That year wasn't real.
I refuse to believe that year happened.
The 2021 Giants were not a real baseball team.
No. I mean, you had Buster Posey have one of his best years of his career at his literal last season. You had Brandon Belt put up a 900 OPS in his age 38 season or whatever it was. You had Brandon Crawford, who 2 years later became a Cardinal and was an absolute corpse. Had also, I believe, 800 OPS.
That was predictable.
Yeah. That was that year just didn't. I refuse to believe that happened.
It won 102 games for no fucking reason.
No, I think it was 107.
It might be. I don't know. 102 just sounded more reasonable.
It does, but I don't think that year was reasonable.
No, it wasn't reasonable. Are you kidding?
Yeah, 107 fucking wins.
And they haven't even come close to that since.
The year after that, they were 81 and 81.
That's
year
what they're
before
going to
that,
be this year.
the year before that, this was a COVID year. They were 29 and 31. They had a losing record. And then they decided, you know what? Fuck it. 107 wins. That's the team that we have. Like, I genuinely have no idea how this team did that.
Neither do I. And then after that, the Rockies. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Rockies. They're going to finish fifth.
Anthony DeSclafani put up a fucking 317. Not real.
No, not real.
Logan Webb was at 3.
He's going to be good. He always is.
He's always good. He's always really, really good. I thought about picking him to win Cy Young. It's just his strikeout numbers don't do it for me.
Yeah, no, I know. It doesn't turn you on. Like, it's just...
No, and he's a great pitcher. I mean, I would love him to be on my team. Like, he would be...
I mean, he'd be your ace, and you'd be frothing at that.
He's an ace on, like, 90% of teams.
He is.
Like, actually, I'd say even, like, 99% of teams. He's the ace, because he's going to give you 200 plus innings.
There are, like, what,
a 3-ish ERA?
There are, like, 3 teams where he's not an ace.
No, exactly.
And on those teams, he's a number 2.
Yeah. And like, if he's your number 2, holy fuck, he's one of the best number 2s in baseball.
Yes.
All right. NL Central. This one is where it's going to get spicy.
All right.
Because you know I refuse.
Who do you have? I know you refuse. Who do you have going 1, though?
I refuse to put the Cubs at number 1. I fucking refuse. I hate it.
Fair.
I'm not doing it.
And that's fair, because I don't have them at number 1 either.
Do we have the same number 1 when I thought we were going to be completely different?
Say your number 1.
Reds.
I have the Reds as well.
Yeah.
I have the Reds as well. I do believe that this is actually the Reds' year.
I agree. I mean, look, they brought Terry Francona out of retirement for the 55th time.
Yeah, he's done that so many times that it was almost predictable.
He has, but he doesn't do that for teams he doesn't believe in.
And this team is one that I actually do believe in. They just have it. Matt McClain's healthy.
Yep.
Ellie, I know I have my criticisms of you, but God, is he electric. Like,
I think this is the year for him.
Dude, he sneaky, he could win MVP. Like, I'm
sneak picking into my predictions pod.
Dude, I'm close. Like, I'm thinking it.
He's my. I've already got a bet on him. I'd put a bet on him to win it.
It's not a bad bet. He's like, look,
if it wasn't for Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and forget the fact that he is so much better on one side of the plate than the other. He is just so electrifying.
He is. And if he gets on base and hits bombs, he's going to steal 70 bats if he gets on base. Like
theoretically, we could be looking at a 40-70 season right there.
Yeah. Theoretically. Even if we get a 30-70 season or a 30-80 season. Like,
that's
an MVP.
Dude, he could probably steal 120.
Which would be absurd. Could you imagine we get a season where we're looking at if
he steals
Ricky,
even close to 100 bags.
If we get a Ricky season.
If he steals even close to 100 bags, he's MVP for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if we get
his defense isn't bad. Like, his defense is not bad at all. He's like a 6'6" shortstop.
And he's not amazing, but he's not terrible. He's not terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. He's not terrible. Like,
no.
He's serviceable. Because
for sure.
Like, they're moving Matt McClain to second. Like, for him. And Matt McClain is a baller.
Yeah.
Like, and Spencer Steer is going to be playing a combination of first base and outfield.
And there's someone else I think that is going to take a massive step up for those Reds that I think is going to drag them into a different category.
Who's that? Who do you have?
Hunter Green.
You think Hunter Green takes a step up?
I think
because we were drooling over the fact of him adding a splitter last year.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. He had a
great year this year. He had a great year last year. He was.
I'm going to throw you this hypothetical. Nick Lodolo and Hunter Green are healthy the entire year.
That's what I'm
Where do they
saying.
finish? Where do they finish in Cy Young voting for you?
I got Hunter Green finishing top 5.
I would say Hunter Green is top 5. I'd say Lodolo's top 10.
I wasn't going to go that high, but I was going to go top 20.
I was going to go like
and also
9 or 10 with Lodolo because like
I love the added Brady Singer too.
Dude, the added Brady Singer, that's really huge. Good young top 3.
Yes, Brady Singer's good.
Brady
and then
Singer as an ace on the Royals when he was first brought up, that was too much pressure. As a 3 on the Reds, dude, he's going to be free and that's where he sits.
He's a 3. He's a 3. He's not an ace. He's a very good 3. He's
probably going to have a 3.5 or lower there.
Yeah.
And his FIP is probably going to equal that. Like,
it's going to be tough because it's hard to pitch. I mean, it's one of the worst fields to pitch in.
It is absolutely, but also he keeps the ball on the ground. He's a really good ground ball pitcher.
Yep.
Like his sinker is so good.
I mean, and then you got Nick Martinez as your 4, which last year had a 3.10 with almost 150 innings pitched.
And he was a reliever for half of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, and then not only that, in their farm system, they got Rhett Lauder, who's supposed to be one of the best pitching prospects in baseball.
Oh, he looks disgusting.
He looks nasty. And then they got another one. I don't remember who the other one was, but oh my god,
it's hard to keep up with the Reds. Like
they have another one that looks better than Rhett Lauder, arguably.
And their bullpen isn't bad.
No, it's not bad at all. Alexis Diaz is nasty. They got Brent Suter, Emilio Pagan.
The Phillies teed off on Brett Suter.
Chase Burns. That's who it was. Chase Burns. They also got Chase Burns. And Chase Burns is
God, he was the best pitcher in college last year. I forgot about that.
Yep, I forgot they got Chase Burns. Yeah.
Oh my god, they could have the most wicked 4-5 punch in baseball.
And then you look at their lineup. All right, Tyler Stevenson. He's one of the best hitting catchers in baseball. I don't care what anybody says.
He is, and
he had a bad season last year.
No,
and nobody knows him.
I really
nobody knows
Tyler Stevenson. Okay, you and I know him, but
yes,
I really like him. I think he's really too. Good.
And I like the addition of Gavin Lux too. Gavin Lux is a role player there. I think that's big.
You know what? I'd stick Gavin Lux at second, and I'd have McLean play third.
Right now, they got McLean at second and Lux at third. I don't really know.
I don't. You know what? That might switch, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean,
it's a strong infield. It's a very strong infield.
I mean, Jake Fraley in right, TJ Friedel in center, and then Austin Hayes in left. Their outfield is weak. Their outfield is their weakest, but it's not.
It's weak, but it's not.
But there's pieces to add, though.
Yeah, and it's also not detrimental. Those guys are. All of them are solid defenders, and I mean, look. Austin Hayes isn't going to give you 20-plus bombs. In Great American, he might give you 15.
Yeah.
But all right, say you set the total under on home runs for their outfield at 45 between those 3 guys. I'd probably take the over there. And they might get it by 1 because they might not. But Jake Fraley has pop. TJ Friedel has pop, and he can move.
Yeah, and the Reds also adding Brady Singer and Gavin Lux tells me that they recognize their window's starting to open. It's not open. It's not completely open yet.
It's a really young team,
but it is there. It's to the point where if they get off to a hot start, they add a couple of pieces at the deadline. They could secure up the Central easily.
Say they add a reliever, a shutdown reliever.
I'd say an outfielder.
An outfielder, but say they add an outfielder. Who the fuck cares? Say they add Brent Rooker,
a Lubob,
or a Lubob. Brent
Rooker or a Lubob. Fuck, they had a Brent Rooker. Holy shit!
All right,
there's no way they're getting Brent Rooker.
No, there's no way. There's no way. But say they add a Lubob or a Brent Rooker, one of those big.
I say a Lubob. Lubob could be fine.
Lubob could be fine because
could you imagine Lubob hitting a Great American?
He'd probably hit 40 or 50.
That's what I'm saying.
And then hear me out, Ben Joyce.
Yeah.
That team is winning the Central
easily
by some distance.
Easily. Yeah. Yep. Completely agree.
Okay, we're going way over time here, bro.
Yeah, you're good. Who do we got for the second?
I got Milwaukee.
Oh, we do disagree.
Who do you have there?
I got the Cubs, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but I don't think...
Okay, you're going to like the reasoning I have Milwaukee there because they're going to have Tobias Myers and some other random fucker just have a sub-3 for no reason.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's why I have Milwaukee there. Otherwise, I don't love anything they've done, but I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to put Milwaukee there.
It hurt me to put them in the 3 spot because I was like, you know what's gonna end up happening is we're gonna look like an idiot again. They're gonna win the fucking Central
win the division by fucking
20 10 games.
Yeah,
and we're gonna they're gonna develop some random fucking closer that nobody's heard of, and he's gonna be the best closer in baseball again.
Too.
So I had him in the 3 spot because I was like, okay, they got rid of Devin Williams. Like they keep losing everyone. Like every good Willie Adames they lost. Like every single good player they have, they lose. And then somehow they get better.
I trust them too much, is why I have them at 2.
Brandon Woodruff might win the Cy Young this year.
For no reason.
Back. Yeah.
For no reason.
Well, I wouldn't say for no reason, because he's nasty. When he's nasty. When he's healthy, he's disgusting.
He's gross. Like, if they get a full healthy season of Freddie and Brandon Woodruff, that's like one of the grossest 1-2 punches ever. Like,
which they could have also had Corbin Burns as 1, 2, 3, but they don't spend any money and they don't want to.
Cheap.
Yes.
After that, I have the Cubs. Obviously, our 2 and 3 are switched there. I mean, look, I liked the Cubs to win it last year, and they were the most ridiculous laughingstock they've been since before 2016. So would I be surprised if they finished second or even win it? No, but
I mean, they added Kyle Tucker. And that's literally all you need to say.
We both love Kyle Tucker, but
King Tuck, you can't. That's all you got to say. You add Kyle Tucker and you change your entire team's dynamic.
But if they're selling Kyle Tucker at the deadline, I'm also not going to be shocked.
Hear me out. Kyle Tucker to the Reds. Oh my god! If that
Kyle Tucker to the Reds would be hilarious.
I'd be actually excited to watch Reds baseball, like a lot. I'd be really excited to watch that team.
It would be awesome. Then after that, I mean,
it's the Pirates and the Cardinals.
It's Pirates and then Cardinals. Like, I mean, and the thing is, I say unfortunately because
no, it's not unfortunate. I'm going to hate watch my own team for the entire season.
No. You deserve to. Like, you should be allowed to do that. Not that you deserve it as a fan or
no. I know what you're saying.
You deserve it as a person. Team. Maybe. But I mean, like, just honestly, baseball is better when the Cardinals are good, and your ownership is killing that.
Yes. I mean, this was the year that they should have sold everything, and they were like, no, we're going to hold on to some things, and we're going to make it John Moe can save face because it's his last year before he retires. And I'm over here like, this is the year that you should have sold everything because that would build a future for the team.
It would, and now that chance is gone. What's more unfortunate is the Pirates having probably the worst hitting lineup in baseball aside from the Mariners, with one of the grossest pitching staffs in baseball.
Well, starting pitching staff, that bullpen's atrocious.
The bullpen's atrocious, but like you've got
Paul Skeens,
Jones.
Well, Keller. Jones is out for the season. Well, sorry, Brady. Actually, he's not out for the season. He's getting a second opinion. He's out for the season.
Jones is out for the season, but Skeens, Keller, Bubba Chandler.
I got Bubba. I got some high hopes for Bubba.
Bubba might be my Rookie of the Year pick, actually.
Oh,
we're gonna have some similar awards picks, aren't we?
We're gonna have a lot of similar awards picks, and we're gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to completely rechange everything now that we've talked about it.
Yeah, but I mean, it is unfortunate because
I think for both our Rookie of the Year picks, I think we have the exact same 2 guys.
Doesn't shock me.
In fact, I know we do.
Yeah, we do. But
man,
yeah, I mean,
I don't want to be obvious.
Fuck it, we'll go into it next episode. But
last year I had the correct AL Rookie of the Year pick, even though the voters got it wrong.
The voters did get it wrong. They screwed you out of an extra point on that.
They did. We would have been even too. You were right on Shohei Ohtani. I think that was like
right
the only.
that
was the only one we were correct out of all of us, out of either of us.
Yeah. We would have been even on 1 point.
And 1 point, because we were so on this thing.
We're going to be better this year. I think.
Maybe. Yeah. But also, to be fair, we do put off limits like the obvious picks. Like
we do.
Like this year, neither of us can pick Shohei Ohtani for MVP. The reason it was okay last year was because he wasn't pitching. This year, it's like, no shit, we can't pick him. Aaron Judge for MVP for the AL. Obviously, we can't pick him. Like, Cy Young.
We're just gonna.
Tarek Skubal is off limits.
Even though we're probably both gonna bet him.
Yeah. Even though we're both gonna put our life savings on that. But...
for like a $300 profit.
Yeah. Pitching like he's gonna pitch like he knows that we bet that on him too.
Because he's one of the boys. He's gonna do it.
He is. He is one of the every like podcast I hear him on. I'm just like, I love this guy.
This guy is dog.
He's a dog. Like he's one of the guys. Like the dude. Like he works his ass off, but he's also just like I could.
That's like, why we're not changing our bet on the Tigers. That's not why we're not changing our bet on the Tigers. Because Tarek Skubal's a fucking dog.
Basically. Hey, Tarek Skubal dragged them into the playoffs last year,
and now they dragged them rotation.
Into beating. Yes, and now I mean, literally last year was just Tarek Skubal pitching chaos, and this year it's like actually good rotation.
And our rookie of the year picks are going to be the same. They're both going to be pitchers. Like,
yep.
And I mean, like the thing is, it's like you got other podcasts where it's like the guys do one picks one like. All right, look. Jordan Lawler was a terrible pick. I will fully admit that.
He's available again this year if you want.
No. We're going like I mean I'm just gonna say mine now. I'm going Bubba Chandler and Jackson Jobe. Like
that's who I was gonna go with too. Now I feel like I'm gonna change some shit.
Okay, so we're both going those guys because like I mean aside from the fact that like well I
wanted to go Dylan Cruz, but I was like Dylan Cruz is like the layup.
He is a layup, but like. Bubba Chandler.
I'm definitely not going Roki Sasaki. I have hot takes on Roki.
He only has 3 pitches, so
and one of them he can't find the strike zone with.
Exactly,
and it's his nastiest pitch. It is his nastiest pitch. But if you can't find the strike zone on it, they're just gonna watch it.
Yeah, and he also doesn't. Without that one, he doesn't have a strikeout pitch for lefties.
His fastball is. It's hard. He throws it hard, but it's very hittable.
Like very also if you throw ball 4 above the strike zone, I'm just going to take the walk. Like
that's the batters are going to be hunting fastball on him big time because if he can't throw that fork ball, splitter, whatever you want to call it, for a strike. I'm sorry. I've watched him consistently, and I don't know how many times I could probably count on one hand how many times I've seen him actually be able to dot that splitter on the bottom of the zone.
Because that's where the strikeout ability with that comes. Yeah. Like you have to be able to land it for a strike and then throw it lower.
Yep.
And that's the case with all splitters because your fastball also has to play.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if he can do that often, then it's a nasty pitch. But if he can't, batters are just going to go, screw it. And then if the unlikely occasion where you throw one of them for a strike, they're going to be like, all right, well, you got me once. I'm still hunting the fastball until you can do it consistently to the point where
you're box against like a lethal lefty hitter, not be able to land his splitter and just start throwing fastballs like belt high. Oh, and they're going to tee off on him.
Are we gonna get in the World Series this year? Jordan hitting an absolute fucking moonshot against Roki Sasaki.
I wouldn't even go that far. I don't have the Dodgers in the World Series this year.
Oh, I guess we'll have to preview that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to preview that one because I'm thinking about like fastball's very hittable, and it's like, look, he may throw it hard, but you can tee off if you get your timing right.
Look at Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks is extremely hittable. He throws 104.
You might shit your pants on the first fastball, but after that, like
You got a
he
chance.
he doesn't have a fucking clue where that thing's going.
No.
All right.
All right.
That's it.
Well,
You're gonna get
that's it
yelled
for the
at.
predictions
So,
pod. Well, NL predictions. Yep.
yeah, you're gonna get yelled at. But tell
All
Sarah
right.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Um,
Will do.
and
Maybe she'll listen to this.
maybe she will. All right.
All right.
You know where to find us.
Yep. Everywhere. If you're already listening, you know where to find us. If not, look in the description. It's all down there.
Guy from Switzerland, you're so real.
Yeah. One guy.
One guy in Switzerland. All right. Peace,
Later,
everyone.
everybody.